Continuing straight on from yesterday, we have 3 side quests to do. Prior to starting today, I did my homework. Let's have a chat to Tomes. There's 3 things that I want to talk about very quickly before we look at these side quests. And I was totally wrong on their last stream as well. This dude is not Tet or Crow. It's someone else.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be thunder?
I mean, those 2 are, but the quest giver is not one of those 2. Alright, let's just level up Tomes. We're not going to get to level 6.
Good morrow to you, my friend. I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Yeah, there's one in particular that I found very interesting.
You wish to study the tomes?
So the 3 that I wanted to look at... where do we start? I found them through the bottom links. I don't know where to find them here. The first one I want to look at is Dominance. Specifically the second page here, which says, quote, "There is only ever one dominance for each icon. A new dominance only awakening after the previous dies. Some awaken at birth, while others are chosen later in life, blah blah blah." So thinking about it, we've killed or seen at least 3 dominants die. We saw Sid die, we saw Hugo die, and we saw Benedicta die. Well, actually, we didn't see Benedicta die. That one was a bit weird. Does this mean that there are new dominants for Garuda, Tyson, and Ramu out in the world right now? Or has something happened, like did we do something to prevent a new dominance being born? Like if when we absorb the essence, did that disrupt that process somehow? I do wonder if there are additional dominants out there now, and whether or not they'll play a part in the story later on. I can't imagine they would be, because that would be a lot of development to have to develop at least 3 brand new characters and say, oh, I'm actually the dominant for Titan now. Plus, it would kind of diminish the battles that we went through earlier, if that makes any sense at all. Second thing I noticed, icon. Basic information, blah blah blah, and then elemental aspect. This was mentioned right at the end of the last stream. Magical beings have godlike strength, blah 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 blah, and then, quote, "History records 8 icons in total, each with a unique elemental affinity. 1 warden each of fire, water, thunder, ice, wind, earth, light, and darkness. The common belief that 2 icons of the same element cannot coexist was shaken, blah blah blah." So, on the gear and icon screen, or whatever it is, abilities maybe, there's clearly a central thing for Ifrit and our basic abilities, which is fire, and then there is 7 spaces around that circle. For fire, which is Phoenix, wind, which is Garuda, thunder, which is Ramu, and then Tyson, earth, whatever, light, which is Bahamut, and darkness, which is Odin. And there's also Shiva, which is ice, but we haven't run into that yet. I noted yesterday that Warsaw was missing. And the only icon I could think, or the only summon I can think that would exist, which is associated with water, is Leviathan. And from everything that I know, we haven't seen that at all. It hasn't been in the trailers that I've seen. It is definitely not in the bestiary here. I do know that there are 2 spaces after these icons, but I see Typhon here. And maybe Typhon reminds me a little bit of Typhoon, water maybe, but is Leviathan going to show up here, I wonder? I don't know. Please don't spoil it. But yeah, I found it very curious that Warsaw was mentioned there when I mentioned that Warsaw was missing at the end of the last stream.
Did you learn everything you need?
Because if you look here, just zoom out, there is a central here, and then there's only space for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 and 7. 7 plus a center makes 8. And yeah, if Phoenix was Phoenix is an icon of fire, and that's been existing for God knows how long. This Ifrit, it's fire related, but clearly it's new. This wasn't supposed to exist, so Who knows what's going on there, but yeah, where is the icon of water?
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. What subject shall we consider today?
It's got to be a Leviathan, but honestly, I don't know if it'll show up. The other thing that I wanted to bring up very briefly was, because I mentioned it, if I can find it, is Stoluses. I called them owls on the last stream, but they're called Stoluses. And these are owls capable of transmitting the thoughts of others, specifically those with whom they are attuned, in response to an ancient incantation, which is down here. Their lithified third eyes store these thoughts in a form of ether, allowing them to be passed on as and when required, though only to the intended recipients. These things can basically send messages instantly and telepathically. And that's actually kind of crazy, because you think, okay, I'm going to send a message via owl. You think Harry Potter or some shit like that. But no, you apparently give messages to these things, and then they just transmit it straight into the recipient's head. Kind of cool. There is an incantation there, which is loosely translated as, "My will is now thy burden, ne'er cleft our bond shall be." Again, language. I hate it.
Did you learn everything you needed?
No, I know nothing. I think the only thing I know now is that I need to take a look at these 3 side quests and see where they're going to take us.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop.
Terrible
I
assumption.
borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
I'm glad we're not talking about you two. They're over there somewhere. Above Mid's workshop, perhaps.
It seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Oh, that blasted book!
With the skies as they are?
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Ah, that's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
We just
Fine.
came from there.
I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Yeah, this is going to take us outside of the hideaway to do these side quests. Surely. If we need our sword to slay things, then we're going to have to do it outside of the hideaway. unfortunately.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Lawsman Harpocrates, I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast.
Same place.
I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
I reckon I visited that place a couple of days ago on stream. It's along the coast leading to Oriflamme, or you walk out of Northreach, heading towards Oriflamme, but you go left instead of right. It'll be along that coast. Goots, what's up?
What am I gonna do?
Collywobbles. I hate that word. Don't know why.
But
You saw that.
more.
Are we saving the world or destroying it, really?
Is everything alright, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's alright. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallymill Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Not sure what to make of this one.
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
It's a popoto.
Asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
What
You're
woman?
right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
Aye, it was. Now,
Harsh.
I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Very harsh.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
Does it really matter?
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out.
Oh, that's a terrible idea. Don't do that.
He said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Just to ensure you don't do anything dumb, I guess. Immediate thought on that one is maybe it's identity theft. Maybe there's someone pretending to be Karen down there and they're selling weapons to brigands.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
What's, who down there would know about Karen up here?
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
That's why I'm thinking it's identity theft.
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You'll get us all striped. I'm telling you, I can fix them.
Striped, huh? Belted?
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
Former set of scales.
Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Middledore showed us.
Miss Middledore? Why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Middledore said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Strictly
then your work
speaking,
is already
she's
half
not
done.
done. She's not wrong, rather.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Is the game going to ask me to reassemble this? Because honestly, it doesn't look hard.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Midadol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
Christ. Yeah, I get where this one's going, but honestly, I'm not in the mood.
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
Pay attention to the lesson, kid.
Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
You balance the thing on top, you attach the other shit.
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh goods? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Just divide him up and weigh the pieces individually.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Midadol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
We can't animate that because that's hard.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Midadol's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Midadol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
And this, people, is why I don't like children.
Look, we never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
No comments. Let's go back and see if we can turn that quest in.
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
You heard correctly.
Seems the hideaway is...
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She's back?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines.
Oh.
To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
I don't think it's that, but I do wonder when she had that conversation about war engines and whether she used a hideaway to accomplish that goal. I'm very confused. I thought Mid went to Canva and disappeared. I haven't seen her in a cutscene since, so if she's come back, she snuck in through the back door and I haven't realised. Also, I'm not done here. We need to go into our chambers next and see the side quest in there.
All this fuss over a few dark clouds. You'd think the people here had never seen a storm before.
I'm confused. Don't know if that's a bug or whether I'm just misreading what she's saying. Misinterpreting, whatever. One of the two. Alright, let's head into our chambers.
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
I think there's a few here, but only one. No, there's only one. Okay. A humble request. Master Clive, I apologize for this sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle, oh God, has presented me with a task most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to perform to his vaulted expectations, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a manor, To the attending of bandits in back alleys, I am sorely ill-equipped. If it please you, my lord, prithee come and see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full. Sebastian Rutherford? However you pronounce that? I don't know how to pronounce Seneschal? Seneschal? Don't know. Manservant to Lord Byron Rosfield. How about that? Yes, we will answer the summons.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
See, even the voice actor doesn't want to say the complicated word. We'll just say manservant instead. There's nothing new there. We're still missing 17 things. Dang. Alright, so before we head to... I think we'll start with Rosalia. So we'll do Smooth Like Butler first. Get that one done, then we'll head to Northreach, and then we'll head to Delamere. Let me run past the hunt board though, and see if there's anything new there before we go. Yeah, there was a new one here. It was just the one. So I've identified you, and I'm not going to be killing you anytime soon. The pack. Tabor to the fields of Karava, that is in Dalmekia. We're met by a group of hunters from the village. Yeah, that's in the same place where we had to take out the 10 of clubs. Just on that field somewhere. Alright. It's also worth a lot. Can I pick up anything from here before we go?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so.
Oh, so close. So close.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Alright, so let's head to Martha's Rest and look at the first side quest. Although, again, everything here is locked out. I think what I'll do is travel here and then see if I can immediately guess out. Because I don't want to do this main quest before doing the side quests. The Crosjet Echoes. Crosjet? I go as Crosjet until I've been corrected. A wind-blasted sprawl of bottomless ravines latticed with the colossal flotsam of a people fallen. A lovely sentence. Does Joshua know that the dog can devil trigger?
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
Clive.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
I think we should go elsewhere. We'll pick up the pace after we've done these side quests. So does that mean Joshua is going to accompany us here as well? Excellent. Alright, Seneschal or manservant or whatever you call yourself.
My lord Marquis, is that you?
Where are these bandits you want me to murder?
It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
Christ.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalimil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Can we go to Oriflamme first, or do we have to go to... We have to go to Dalimil first. Dang, okay. We're doing a whole bunch of globetrotting to start with. So, plan is to go down here, do this and that, and maybe knock off the market down at the field, wherever that is. Still haven't found that obelisk down there. And then head up here to Oriflamme. Somewhere around there. Find that other dude. Maybe knock off this as well. I assume the... Where's the local map? I assume what we're looking... Yep, it's up here. It was either along here or up there. But Oriflamme is just over here, so the other quest is going to be here, and we can hopefully knock that off at the same time. Alright, let's go to Dalimil. I was really hoping we can go to Oriflamme first before I had to head south.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
And yet there is a beautiful quest marker 240 yards away, which tells me that it's actually easier to find him. Outside of the city, okay.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentleman of the town guard.
It looks like he's actually in the courtesans area. No, he's at the merchants area. That makes sense.
Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave.
It's not our Karen.
Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
Awesome goods. Mystery solved. We can walk away. It has nothing to do with us.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
That's okay.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
It's alright, I have Bahamut.
You too, Goods.
There's nothing there, though, right?
The finest cell swords in Storm could
Yeah, okay, that little shitbox over there. We'll go a long way around, check that out, and then head south to Rutherford's, whoever it is. Rutherford's colleague. I can't say the Rutherford.
The gentleman of the town.
Rutherford.
Mummy.
Yes, I'm fully aware that my microphone is not muted.
What a mess.
You fought very bravely.
The safety of the town is in our hands.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Should have come here with the platinum sword or something. Not the sword that we've been reforging. That's a lot of enemies. Unfortunately, it will not help any of you.
Now we can pretend this didn't happen.
So you like my abilities, Josh? No, that's Mega Flare. Wrong. Freaking wrong button. I meant to do Impulse. Instead I fired Giga Flare. Alright, who have we got? Also, I was thinking about it off stream. Dia and Diara. I mentioned they were curatives. I don't know if they were curatives in Final Fantasy or Persona. I was thinking about it. I know Dia is definitely a heal in Persona, but I don't think it is in Final Fantasy. Do that again. And one more for good measure. So I think this is going to unlock a trophy. Come on. Oh, come on. Right, fine. Another time, then. But if you're not the one that's curing, find who is and kill you next. So much Mega Flare. Yeah, I really should just stop fooling around and use Ignition because that is murdering everything. Very quickly and very efficiently. Alright, what do you have to say for yourself now?
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots. Right now.
Is he just making everything up and there is no Karen? Second Karen, that is.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Lord!
Goot, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue.
She did say she's done some bad things.
Was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
She actually came.
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goose, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
I did notice her right eye is not natural.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It isn't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough.
Jesus.
But something tells me the wet legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Was about to say that, and or let's just keep this between ourselves and not tell the kids. Jesus, so presumably she took out the eye. Fucking hell. I would have expected that screen to be a little bit more guttural than that, but fuck. I wonder if she took the dagger and will sell it to someone. At least we know it works.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
People to murder.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
The Republican army has stooped to this.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
They're soldiers.
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Why are soldiers shaking people down?
To your garrison, and I won't report you to your captain.
Exactly.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Okay, they're rebels. Oh jeez, I got confused with Josh. Yeah, I think I might do 3 dodges. That'll unlock a trophy. Although if I misalign myself like that and lose line of sight, makes it a bit hard. Come on, dude. Yeah, come on. Meanwhile, I think everyone else is going to die without my intervention, unless... I don't know. Come on. Alright, that's one. Just chilling at level 4. How is that not a perfect dodge? Okay, let's see if I can actually kill him without my intervention. Hey, leave the doggo alone. What's that to do with the giant dragon wings? There we go. Maybe not. Okay. How about a 4th dodge? Alright, that's fine. I thought there was a trophy for that, but apparently not. pigs are so bad that the army is just saying screw it.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Exactly.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
No objection here.
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
We'll go there shortly. We have a mark to hunt down first. Yeah, I can't imagine we weren't responsible for that. What, with destroying the crystal, taking out Hugo, and darkening the sky? There's got to be a obelisk around here somewhere, surely. Also, I've not forgotten that I wanted to check out this area. What I might do is teleport back here and see if I can get up this this cliff face here. So I was there a while ago, and then I completely screwed it up. Ooh, side quest there. That's new. Damn. Okay. But that looks like an area that we couldn't access previously, so we got to come from there as part of the main quest. Right. Well, we'll run into that once we get that main quest done. But first, we need to get this mark done. Check out that other path, and then head to Northreach.
Don't get surrounded.
Alright, so somewhere here, there is a mark. Are you the mark? No, you're not. It just said south of Vamos, I think it was. I recognize it when I see it. Hope it's not over there. South of Tavani, perhaps? You look fairly huge and you've rendered from a long distance, and I don't recall you being here last time. Nope. Shit, don't tell me I'm going to have to go all the way back just to confirm this marks location. Let's try the other side of the empty hovel. It's got to be around here. It's been a while since I found one of those out in the wild like that. Actually, this is where we fought the Stinger Pack. And as kind of expected, the mark is not there.
Company.
Does Joshua have a chocobo as well? He does. Both of these areas are locked off. Oh my god, where is this mark? Ah, Noblisk. There we go. So, if I have to come back, I'm not going to lose that much time. I just teleport there and then head south. It mentioned in the marked text the fields of whatever this is called. I don't remember. I don't know how to pronounce it.
No mistakes.
But maybe the mark isn't actually on this field map. Maybe it's somewhere else. That thing is chasing me. Holy shit. Alright, let's check south, but if I can't see it, I might actually have to go back to the hideaway right quick. Confirm its location and then come back. And that was where we fought the 10 of clubs or whoever it was. Another bighorn. If it's not here... Hello. No! Pause. Alright, I think we're going to have to go back and have a look. Let me start by going here first, just to make sure that's not going to unlock anything. Can I actually climb up that cliff? And if so, can I approach that? I'm guessing I can't get in there from the other side because there is an inaccessible barrier here. Surely there will be something there blocking me at the same time, in the form of a non-scalable cliff.
You fought very bravely.
But let me confirm that, because otherwise I'm going to go to sleep tonight and I'm not going to know and it's going to keep me awake. So last time we were here there was a salamander blocking it. I tried to run past. Went, yep, this is a dead end, and then immediately bailed out. But I'm wondering if I just couldn't climb it because I was in combat with the salamander. At a glance, it looks too high. It really does. Hey, you're still here. Alright, I'm not going to ignore you today. Oh, you broke out of that very quickly. Only 1.15. That's rubbish. Yeah, that's just telling me that starting with Gigaplay is a mistake. There we go. Alright, can we climb this cliff? Of course not, that's way too high. we can come down from the opposite side. I'm sure this way a speedrunner has figured out how to scale the cliff from the right-hand side and jump all the way over. I'm sure someone's done that already. It has been done and it's probably got 100,000 views on YouTube by now, but I am not that person, so let's go back to the hideaway and figure out where the hell this mark is. And you know what? I can also turn in Karen's quest here. We'll be very polite to her because we've seen her do some heinous shit. And then we'll grab the reward, check out the mark, and move on.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan.
You really didn't need to carve out his
I didn't
eye.
mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Dukes.
Come on.
And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Aye, aye, ma'am. 35 renown. According to Karen, a sensor packed with herbs and ambergris can ward off everything from insects to the plague, protect a home from thieves and demons, and heal any number of ailments, all while bringing love and fortune. So you can read. Congratulations. Whoop-de-doo.
Did you see the pair that got hauled?
Ornate's brass sensor from beyond the outer seas gifts Clive by Karen for his assistance in clearing her name. According to the cantankerous shopkeep, when packed with herbs and... yeah, we've seen this. We just saw that. I'm not going to read it again. It was hard enough to read it the first time. Where was this mark? South of Tabor. Ah, that's... we haven't been there. That's where this exclamation point is, isn't it? It's going to be down here. Yeah, I can't read. The red quest here, Cloak and Dagger, is make for Tabor, so We've got to go this way, and the mark is going to reveal itself shortly afterwards. Who's that? Spoilers, game. Alright, let's go to Northreach now. Actually, let me have a chat to you two first.
Clive!
I think you're just going to tell me about bad
Quick
blood,
look.
aren't you? Yeah. Wounded Republican soldier, the Cross... Yeah. We will run into that one very shortly.
Always something in there.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is
Well, we need
everything
to-
we've received and everything promised?
We need to claim this first. Amber. Since I can remember, I have served none but myself. Turned my back on the world for a handful of silks and a heavy purse. But where has that left me? It is hard to keep joy in one's heart when all those around you are without. Something must change, and that change must start with me. Give me music and a piece of amber.
All yours.
Alright, next one is 1360, Talisman of Priming.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Sounds good, but I'll never equip it. I should also say that I did some practice in the combat arena off stream, and I checked out the Berserker medallion, or whatever it was called here. It's kind of nifty in that if you dodge an attack perfectly, Berserker ring, if you dodge an attack perfectly, you'll get like a little slow-mo effect, and Clive will actually do a sort of like a little slide, and it kind of looks cool. But I'm not going to equip it. I'm just going to stick with these 3 scrolls for as long as I can until I feel comfortable with how I'm going. Alright. Northreach. Okay, we're heading east first, and then we're going to head north to the coast side.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere. What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
I was about to ask which gate. I was thinking maybe this one over here. But no, it just wants us to go east.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Like Kelly is. Do that again. Damn, Clive. Clive, Joshua, whatever your name is. Alright, fine. quite quick enough to pull him down.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
And look after myself.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late.
Starless only being available to the wealthy and whatnot.
That his colleagues are still in one piece.
Not everyone has access to them. Alright, we're going to get dismounted here.
Back to the stables, girl.
Nothing like a little unrest.
Yeah, so this is the quickest way through? It is.
There were ghosts at the gates, not days.
It's either that or I spawn at Oriflamme and make my way west.
You needn't fret. The creatures are...
That ether flood is still out there.
To the meadows, then. That's what they do. Fly, Ambrosia.
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
Wyverns. Nope, they've head off. Alright.
This must be our wyvern. Alright. Let's get this over with.
Oops. Terrible start. Damn, he went down quickly. Okay. This will end very quickly. He will not last very long, unfortunately. struggling to recall what Shiva's attack is called, where she drops the icicle on their head. Glacial something, perhaps. I know it's a standard attack from Final Fantasy X, I just can't remember what it's called. Ah, yeah, I'm not reading that.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
I can see them from here. And we'll check out that tower at the same time.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Hopefully it's not as terrible as the last one. Mind you, people said they liked the last one once you got over the smell and the appearance and the initial taste.
No holding back.
Better interrupt it. Get over here. Way too early. Yeah, I'm going to look that up. That's bugging me. What is that attack called? That's going to hurt. Ignition is great, but it can't interrupt attacks. Alright. Do we have anything up? We do. Swing. Too early.
Nice try. Nice try. Nice try.
Alright, that'll do it. There's a glacial spike. I have to... Ooh. It's blue. I have to check it. Is it better than what we're using? Absolutely not. While slaying a demon merely returns its soul to the hell from whence it came, that's all I need to know. Alright, let me get back to the hideaway, turn in this quest. Oh, we can go back here as well. Alright, let's go to Martha's Rest first, and then we'll go back to the hideaway.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
I'm still not sold on that attack. I'm really not. Cooldown will not make me restore that slot. Alright, so let's head back to the hideaway, and while this screen is loading, I can tell you that I looked up Shiva. I was wrong. I was thinking of Heavenly Strike. And that is where she puts the giant crystal above someone's head and slams it down. We have a new missive. Turn this one in and then have a look.
Hideaway's lost its appetite.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
And more.
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
Pungent herb. Oh. White is found in recipes involving particularly foul-smelling flesh, such as the lights and livers of wild beasts. What is a light of a wild beast?
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about. And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the Saint's Bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavour and sensation, a graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking, but I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
We just burn that book.
It's remarkable, and I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
I still think we should burn that book. No level ups today. Alright.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Our own terms. I regret that both you and Lump had to get all tangled up in the wicked weave of my sordid past, but thanks to your meddling, I was finally able to put to rest matters that were left too long to fester. And with that finally done, might be I can sit back and enjoy this new world of yours you're so keen on creating. One doesn't need a pair of eyes to see the good you've done. Karen. I'm still mildly disturbed by what you did, just saying. Alright, so I think the time has come to get back onto the main quest line. Heading to the Crosjet Echoes. $230 experience just for that. That is worth it. Compared to the side quests that we just did, that is worth it. Fellas? Don't mind me, I'll just be sitting over here. Finally. That Mega Flare is ridiculous. Alright, so this is a dead end. Well, let's walk towards our quest marker, I guess. Okay, there was nothing at that quest marker. We're just making our way ahead. I assume this is also a dead end, but I need to check it out because curiosity killed the Frostwolf and all that.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they would allow it. The Echoes have a will of their own.
Echoes being fallen? Hello. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I thought I was on Phoenix. But it's not going to matter because you'll be dead very shortly. That was unnecessary, but it's fine. Yeah. It's either the fact that I've got 4 people on my party, or I'm just over leveled. Why not both? Glad I came this way. Ooh! I'm potentially very glad I came down this way. I'm extremely glad I came down this way. Holy shit. An item which is actually better than anything we've crafted or anything we have access to so far. And it's just sitting in a chest in the world.
Ready, go?
So the Echo's fallen. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Alright, I'm definitely at Phoenix. Let's do that, do that. And then realise there's no point doing that because we're not in any kind of danger here. Christ. Yeah, we are well and truly above the canyons where we were traversing many, many days ago. How do we get across there? This way. And then from here, we are heading... There's another dead end to our right, so I'll hug that wall just in case there's another amazing treasure chest over there. That's the first one I've seen drop something really, really good. Not meant to do that, fine. Yeah, that can still move around a bit with Impulse on them. I don't really understand what Impulse does. Other than just some damage, which is always very much appreciated. Oops. Alright, fine. Boom. 40. We are only 10 levels below that horrible mark. Ooh, you've actually got a Sagamore. Like you started the curl a moment ago. I shouldn't be doing that shit directly in front of him. Mission. Yeah, it's only level 33, so this will end very quickly. Alright, do that. So the Wisps and the Gigaflare should be hitting at the same time. I don't know if the Wisps actually decline while this is going, or decay, I should say. I don't think they do, which is great. Yeah, you got no chance, buddy. No chance at all. Alright, fine. So after all that, was there anything here? Not down this path. Wait. No, that's less than nothing. Can't actually traverse that path. Alright. Nothing there. Baited.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Harsh. And that's what you've got to say, just like me with better manners. Alright, get down here. You know what I was trying to do there. Trying to pull them both down and then do Cyclone. Okay. We're just headed down this path. We're about to run into the side quest. An injured soldier.
Hey, Dill. Where are you off to now, then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps? Oh, no need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons. Ain't exactly feeling like sharing with strangers myself at the mo. Truth be told, I could do with a bit of inspiration. Don't know which way to turn no more. Was doing a roaring trade back in Oriflamme. Right up until the poor Drake lost her noggin. So, thought I'd try me luck in the desert. Then the Fang went the same way. And don't get me started on the mess in the bloomin' Dominion. Suppose I could try Canberra next. But knowing my luck, the old place be crawling with the work before I'd even sat out me stall. But as I always say, where there's crisis, there's opportunity. The opportunity to mint Gil, that is. So, where to next?
Capitalism ho.
Need to be made in ash. The orcs even carry Gil.
Are there any mines in Canva? The Drake lost her noggin. I mean, that's a very fine way of saying that Drake's head got blown the F up. Here's our injured soldier. You didn't desert from your unit, did you?
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood
up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
Eliminates the Akashic threat? How about murder the Akashic threat?
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Can we not give this guy a potion first?
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier.
He dead. Phoenix down. Joshua, do something about this.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
I feel like some kind of medical attention would have been appropriate there, but no. But no.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
We can totally just walk straight through there, unless there's another one directly in front of us. Yeah, that's our side quest. Let's murder the Akashic, shall we?
Here in time.
How is that not a perfect dodge? Oh god. Needs to practice more. Alright, so now that's going, let me just hit ignition and murder them all. Did I just see one of those disintegrate, or was that just me? Thought it might have been a Mega Flare thing. Like when I come out of this, is this dude just going to disintegrate in front of us? No, never mind.
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
If you're injured, you're going to die, and there's nothing I can do for you because I don't know any kind of medical skills. I can't heal you. I can't offer you comfort. I can't bandage things. We're just going to have to watch you die, I'm afraid, with a broken leg. Alright.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
We watched him die.
Wounds were too deep.
How are you standing up on that broken leg?
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it. You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
I love the way it says dying Republican soldier. He's dying, but he's standing up.
That scar.
Who are you?
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
Random soldier.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
If you want to get yourself killed, go for it. Oh. Oh. I mean, I've been joking all game about murdering things, but he can barely stand up, and I think this is the right choice. I think this is in line with Clive's character.
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some...
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
I wonder at that time if he will still be labelled as a dying Republican soldier. Right, is there a bridge here? I could see a bridge in that cutscene. There's certainly a bridge here. And there's nothing of value in there, really. Are you still dying?
You will regret not killing me when you had a chance, Sid. I will avenge my master.
If you end up killing the dog, this game is a 0 out of 10. Alright, let's make for its ball. I don't know why I bother.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
Tabor,
There are a
not
few
Tabor.
places I haven't.
Yeah, Clive, where have you been?
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Can I pat the chocobo? I can't. Can I pat the dog? Yes.
After it. Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Welcome, welcome. A fine choice.
I'm actually running out of gil.
Take care.
I was at 180,000 at some point, and now I'm back down to 110. The obelisk. That path is blocked, so we can't actually go mark hunting just yet. And then that's going to lead us into here and here. It'll loop back there, and then maybe, just maybe, we can get inside there. She's here. You can take your hand off the sword.
Marquis, it is an honor.
She's clearly not a threat.
Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote.
So Clive's not aware of who these people are, really?
You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
He knows of the organization, but
I
not
but did my duty.
the people, perhaps.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall.
Walud.
It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
Walud.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Walud's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waluda Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
The king. Odin. Free cities of Canva.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the council.
Oh shit.
You must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic.
I think it's slightly more complicated than that.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Jesus Christ.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Walud.
Brave.
Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
That would be a Zantek Zukin, or whatever it's pronounced.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation.
How many did he kill at the table? Just one or all of them?
The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris.
Mid.
A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
He's speaking exactly like
Your
Osma.
Majesty. Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
He knows about that. Yeah. Another vessel of Osma, perhaps. He just murdered everyone at the table. I thought he might have only murdered the one that was speaking up. Oh, that's Odin for you. So Canva is just south of Twinside.
How long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose.
Could it be the icon of water?
The figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith.
Stolas.
Well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
He said the incantation that is used for Stolas's. I don't think that was to send a message though. I think that was just an expression of gratitude, of friendship, camaraderie.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
What of the lake, though? I'm not sure what's being talked about there.
Let's find our friends.
I'm actually forgetting the story. Who are we looking for here? I thought we were just looking for Yote and that was it.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Ah, we're talking about going for the Free Cities. Is it really down here? Yeah, I'm so confused. These are Free Cities, maybe. Maybe that's Dhalmekia and the Free Cities are here, but the way the previous cutscene was describing it, I thought that the Free Cities were just south of Twinside, down here somewhere. Must be down here. Alright, let us continue. I think before I do anything though, I want to head out here and find that mark.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you?
Oh. We're about to get attacked. No, the doggo's growling.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Doggo got it wrong.
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yote is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you.
We'll probably never see this guy again.
Pray accept this token.
Oh, another seal. Christ. We've got a Phoenix down. Cool.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
Can we go back and revive that dying soldier?
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later.
What is there to talk about? Also, we should probably mention that, yes, we are the first shield.
You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
So, even though we're Joshua's first shield, we probably should tell him that we killed him about 18 years ago. Just to make everyone aware of the situation. Another Undying? What the hell?
Ah, Lord Rosfield. I'm afraid I cannot stay to talk. I must leave to collect the reports of our spies in the field. Now that you wear the Phoenix down, our brothers and sisters will no doubt reveal themselves to you too. Farewell, my lord, and may the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
This would be really, really cool if I went back to Martha's Rest for a side quest, and we spoke to a random NPC and they recognized it. Okay, that path is open. Let's check out here. That is screaming there is a mark here.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
It's absolutely not, but I don't care. I think that is a mark that needs murdering. It is indeed. It took a while to find, but we got there in the end. There you go. Come on. Any day now. No. Jesus! Got hit once and that was it. And again. Damn, I'm actually going to die here if I'm not careful. I did 4 Mega Flare dodges there and no trophy pop. Alright, suppose I better be careful. That's a terrible use of ignition, but it's fine. Doing it again. Yeah, I need some defensive maneuvers against that because I can dodge one, I think. Any more than that, though, is tricky. For a C rank mark, they're doing a surprising amount of damage. Hopefully there's no reinforcements. I hope that was Joshua, that's all I can say. Let's just charge level 1 and get out of here. Oh, I dodged that. Oh, I dodged that. Calling bullshit on that. I can't dodge that one as well. Alright, dodged all that, but no precision dodges. Alright, get out of here. Jesus. If you get hit by one of those thriller hunts, you get hit by everyone who follows up. Wow.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Love that. Is there a treasure chest or something around here, or is that literally it? I think that is literally it. Alright. Let's head back to town and pick up those 2 side quests.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is bold enough to heed her call? Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Who do you need murdered?
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Carava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed, but the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
The way you described it, you invoked the name of Gilbard. If this is not at least 50,000 gil, I'm going to be very upset.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Which means I'm going to be very upset.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Carava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
You want me to actually follow that path, though? You don't want me to teleport. Brutal Gamer 41, how are you doing, dude? Where's the other quest? It is up there.
Beneath the flood, yes.
How are
Yeah,
those
me too.
You there, the strapping lad with the sword. Finally, no one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
You want me just to climb a set of stairs?
Climb the stairs and
memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village.
Fetch quest time.
3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
And once I'm done, do you want me to pick you up and carry you back to your house? How did you even get up here? You're sitting on a crate. I'm whinging. I'll shut up. Versal Gamer 41. I'll admit that I don't. So I did click on your name. Just to see that if you're a boss or Werven, because I've had some problems recently, and I did see that you've been following for a very long time, so thank you for that. I'm struggling to recall you from previous conversations, though. I do apologise if that's offensive anyway, but yeah.
Cyril fella's an odd fish, don't you think?
I mean, I can understand you haven't promised climbing that ladder, but stairs? Nah, you should be right. And by that, I mean you should be like in bed at home or something. You shouldn't be sitting out in the open here. If your legs are that bad. One second. I'm just taking a photo. I fully expect the game to ask me questions about what we're reading. Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labour.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Yeah, look at that. It's saying to memorize it.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest
I'm
of
extremely worried about that. This guy's legs are fine. He just wants to impart history upon us and troll us. Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home.
What Golden Plains might the Wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Desert sand sounds appropriate. Stairs be damned. You could walk over here and just look at this thing. You don't have to climb stairs for that. Oh, you could walk over here and look at this one as well. You have no stairs here. You have a couple of planks of wood on a gentle slope. Those are not stairs. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. Gracious.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
It's alright, that's what my mobile phone's for.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself.
They're right fucking there.
Don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
I have no idea what the fuck my phone just did, but it has only taken a clear photo of the northern engraving. Holy shit. I can just make out Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred, I can't read the rest because it's just, there's lines everywhere. That's hilarious. The Great Good Moogle Guardians.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
I have a clear photo of that one. It is Wanderers of the Golden Plains.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
I have no text on this, but I recall tillers. Yep, Children of the Hunters, now tillers of the land. It's that one.
Children of the Hunters, now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
I'm guessing no one got off their ass and had a read of them.
Perhaps. Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
That is a bizarre side quest, and I don't like it. There's hardly any stairs. There is a ladder. There's maybe 1 flight of stairs and some wood. That's it. If there was a lesson there, I have completely missed it. I mean, yes, you need to climb stairs to get up here, but he's already up here. How many stairs are we actually climbing? Okay, we're past the east one. We're past the north one, or we're passing by the north one now. So far we're at 0. Let's climb this set of stairs. Okay, it's 2 flights of stairs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is 10 stairs.
And a scratch on them.
Yeah, okay, this one... Okay, you may have a point. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And that's probably another set of 10. There's 40 stairs all up. Now, look, I'm not exactly what you would call a picture of health. I mean, yes, I'm not overweight or whatever. I'm reasonably in shape. I can run, I can jog, I can do the whole shebang. But if you can't climb 40 stairs...
Here's the scraps you're after.
If you can't climb, say, 40 stairs in 10 minutes or so, something's very, very wrong. And yeah, if your knees are bad, then yeah, that's totally understandable, but this guy is already up there. I'm sorry, I'm just having trouble suspending my disbelief at the moment. I think what we'll do is we'll just kill this Evis Drake or whatever it is, and then call it quits, because I'm pretty sure this red thing ahead of me is a major mission, and I want to start fresh for that next time.
The free cities under sea.
Because if it's anything like the other major missions we played, it could go for about an hour and a half. Ambrosia just casually walking in from out of bounds. Oh, that music. Yeah, the music actually stopped and restarted. It didn't go into the next measure. Oh, humans! I'll happily stop to murder you dudes. Jesus. No chance. Bit low on health though. Alright, that shortcut is now unlocked. Yeah, let's murder this thing, go back to the hideaway, and then I think we'll call it quits for tonight. Oh, get over here. Jesus, Joshua. I'll semi-prime when we get there, just to give myself some health back, and see what we can do. Damn, that's building up super quickly. Wow. That wasn't even a challenge. Let's impulse him again. Let him break us off. And he's down again. Easy. Thick scarred skin of an Evis claimed by some to be as old as mountains themselves, though it is most likely seen but a decade or two.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Not that. I haven't got that wrong for a while.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
You sound exhausted, Clive, and you really shouldn't, because we got through that without breaking a sweat.
Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and
That's
more.
a terrible analogy, but whatever.
My trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
No, just give me my money and...
I plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Give me my money and go.
Well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
50,000 gil or bust. Zero gil. Game. I'm not very upset right now. I'm extremely upset. He said this thing was worth a fortune. But presumably because we declined his offer to become his partner, he's reneged on the deal.
The free city's under siege.
There are horrible beasts down that way. Ashen terrors who'll kill you as soon as look at you. Would that I had the strength to kill them first.
At level 33, I think we can take them. Yeah, there's still two areas that are going to be unexplored here. This city here. And this path here leading to Titan's Wake. Probably a massive crater. There's some blue sparkles around here. Ether? Yeah, let's take a casual stroll down here, murder some creatures, and then we'll call it quits. Orcs! Once again, so far from Auckland. Yeah, I'm going to do something else I think that's very controversial. With the style of gameplay that I'm playing, I'm not using Rook's Gambit all that much. I can use it, I know how to use it, but I'm just not using it all that much along with the counter and Titanic block and whatever else. I'm strongly considering as of right this moment. Swapping it out with something else. Something that'll do just a little bit more DPS. See, I can use it. Fellas. Although not like that I can't. Holy shit. What the hell was that? If you compare it to that, there's no reason to use it. Yeah, the simulators told me that after I do a 4-strike combo, 2, 3, 4, I can use toggle, and that is a precision sick. I'm not actually sure if the game taught me that before I was playing in the simulator earlier today. Alright, let's see if we can get one more for good measure before I deactivate it, probably forever. Come on.
Finished.
Get over here. Question is, if I swap it out, do I want to hang on to Garuda at all? I think I do, because Snatch here is very useful in certain situations. And also we got the stagger. The half stagger. And I can pull him down without actually seeing him. That's useful. Get over here.
This one.
Lucky sevens. No more creatures. What do I replace it with, though? I'm thinking, oh, that city's messed up. Wow. The Free Cities of Canva. I'm thinking I'll replace this with Lightning Rod. Because that synergizes very well with Ignition and Will of the Wikes, or the Wisps, as I keep calling them. And it can also potentially synergize with Impulse. Gilded Path.
Free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
Somewhere in there.
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
So if this is anything like Sambrek and Rosario, we're going to teleport into that warehouse right now. No, okay. Alright, we're not calling it into the stream just yet because I see a side quest on the map. I see 2 side quests. What? Oh my word. Yeah, I'll keep going for a little bit, but I'm not going to get all of them done tonight. I'll probably get one of them done and then call it there. I definitely don't want to go into there because that, I think, is going to be a long mission. Jesus, where the hell did these just pop up from? Rekindling the flame, trading places, and let's do this one because for great justice is something that we did much earlier on, and that was the innkeeper wanting to take it up with the Imperials, but Oriflamme's been abandoned, so I'm not sure what his plan is now. Yeah, let's take a look at this side quest, and then I think I'll call it quits for tonight. I was not expecting that. Wow.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Sorry, just clicking things on the channel. Was this place always this deserted? I don't think it was. I think they're getting ready. Which is surprising, and I guess it's a testament to how this game's side quest or structure is working, because what if I hadn't done that first side quest? Will these people be around? Super curious.
I won't let you down.
Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
Struggling to recall who he was. I think he was an Imperial soldier or something, and he murdered a bunch of people, and I'm surprised it's actually not showing Quinton here. Yep. His chief aim in doing so was to amass enough manpower to take revenge on the Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque, who is most likely dead by now, and he found no shortage of others who had suffered at the man's hands willing to join him. The Lord Chief Justice set the Black Shield to seek out the village in order to destroy it.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
We have to.
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
I don't know if we have space in the hideaway for them, but we have to.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
Joshua spoke to us there. Wow, okay, does that mean that Joshua is always going to be with us if we accept that side quest, or is that just a timing thing?
But you're free to look.
I'm shocked by that. Holy crap. Yes, we own that. Just making sure we've bought everything. Alright.
Keep fighting the good fight.
We're heading up to the farmland.
everyone. Quentin has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quentin. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi!
Who do we need to murder?
You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quentin.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
You sound like me.
I've just come from the Justice's Manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quentin die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Ah, the Imperial
Promise
Chase.
us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
At least I think it's the Imperial Chase. No, not there. Is it down here? Yes, it is. Imperial Chase. So we'll teleport here. Grab our beloved Ambrosia and make our way south to that mansion area.
Good girl.
Faster!
A guard dog. I'm trying to think what that might be. My immediate thought was Cerberus, but I don't think that's a thing in Final Fantasy, is it? I'm getting confused with Devil May Cry. And you know what? For good reason. Oh shit. Winston's Chocobos.
Right. Look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late.
Yeah, they don't look like Imperial soldiers, do they?
Be safe.
The way he cheerfully said, be safe. Boy, I know this is upsetting. Let's give you a pat.
When did you get so big?
It's alright, boy. I know this is an upsetting sight. I'll comfort you. I'll pat you. Okay, there's one Imperial soldier there, or someone who looks like they're wearing a astrologer's disguise. Uniform, whatever.
Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
Revenge is a fool's errand and all that. That's not a dog.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
That's just your garden variety curl.
Come on then.
Minas.
That is really a guard dog.
No. Mr. Ramses that needs to be marked down.
Once again, missed with the gambits. Alright, Giga Flare ready. Let's just do a bit more damage here and then I'll fire the Giga Flare. Alright, we're at 1.5. Oh wow, it is actually... It's just going in slow motion. It's not time completely stopped. It's just slow motion. Oh, come on. Enough. That was lined up. Don't think I've seen that before. Composed almost entirely of metal.
If only we'd arrived earlier.
Check your domestic house cats, kids.
Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear.
Fucking Christ, dude.
Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice?
Did he drop any good loot?
My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
How? Oh, ether.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
What?
Look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool.
I was about to say the opposite. Maybe it's the absence of people that caused this.
Damn it.
Alright, side quest is not over.
It's not going to last long in there.
Terrible ignition. Oh, there's black shields. I gotta admit, I didn't think we would actually be fighting in here. That's kind of cool.
Don't get surrounded.
Alright, can I get one more gambit off before I can sign it to the dustbin of history? No. Base it again. Right. You need to die, if I can target you. No, there's two that need to die, never mind. They're healing each other.
Get you out of here.
There's two healers and they're healing each other. Okay, not anymore, they're not. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's Willy again. An attempt was made. An attempt was made. I see them twitch, I go for the counter.
I need to get back to Quentin.
Yeah, I thought flood as in water flood. Oh, he did. Or he's taking a rest. No, he's taking a rest.
Quentin, look at me. Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
My initial thought was water flood, and that's like, no, it's in a freaking ether flood. What caused it, though? I thought it was the absence of people that caused that.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Hey kid, don't ask me about that blood.
Yes, Lostwing.
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end.
Come to the hideaway with me.
A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
We could use another murderer.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family.
That did nothing for me. My initial thought was, oh look, we told a tale about how revenge is a fool's errand in about 20 minutes without needing to switch characters and drill into their head every 5 minutes.
I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Don't remember what it was. There's something red. Started with G. Hanged Man's Signboard. Ah, the bar signboard. The emblem of the Hanged Man, a tavern at the heart of Lostwing. The village is a haven for the downtrodden, built around a fallen ruin. One as apt to reveal its secrets as the Hanged Man's enigmatic tavern keeper. Damn, you're giving me that. Wow. I'm surprised by that because that is actually a very old ability. That's like one of the... That is a default ability for Garuda. But we're only getting that now. Seems a bit late for it. Alright. You know what? I'm going to call it there, I think. Let me go back to the hideaway and just fix my icon. We'll see if there's any new... Well, we'll look at those two things in our chambers. Two things? One thing? We have a missive, so that's two things. I'll take a look at the hunt board. Have a chat to the Patron's Whisper. Just make sure nothing new has popped up. And then we'll call it there. The pair that got hauled into tires. Don't know what that is. So is this just a signboard or am I missing something? It's just a signboard. Now in the depths of an ether flood. Depicts a hooded, bound, and starved man hung by the ankles, perhaps contemplating how he will take his vengeance on those who made him this way. Now that Quinton strives to build a new future for the remnants of his Lostwing family, mayhap the Hanged Man will rise again, but likely under a different name. Is this from Quinton? One of them is. Juicy. My Lord Marquis, in your absence shall I watch over my new charges, affording them every protection I am able. I only ask that you do the same for his grace. Yotei. What if she's upset? And starting over from Quinton, no doubt. Yep. Clive, I cannot begin to thank you for all you have done for Lostwing. So, in lieu of any awkward, I don't know how to read that word, remerciements? Remerciements? I kind of think if I looked it up in the thesaurus, it would say repatriations or something like that. So in lieu of any awkward whatever that word is, I shall be sending several barrels of next season's vintage. I can only hope they finally turn you off that foamy swill you and yours so covet. What foamy swill? You haven't been here to my knowledge? Let's have a chat to the Patron's Whisper. I don't think we've unlocked the next reward. I think I'm very close.
Did you see that?
We do have a new hunt though. Balls. Okay, we're not going after you. And this is also an S, isn't it? No, it's a B. Okay, never mind. I didn't see an image though. I'm like, oh god, it's going to be a terrible thing. The Man in Black. Lostwing Sambrek. That's where we just came from. I'm not going to do it tonight though.
Clive.
This is just the two side quests in, yep, Rekindling the Flame and Trading Places.
Always something in there.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Yeah, I'm not far away. 30 off the Talisman of Priming, and then God knows how much we need for the next one, because I think 1550 does not actually give us a reward. I think that just shows us the next tier, so it's likely that the next reward is 1600 or 1700 or something.
Out there, Sid.
Alright. Next time, we'll be heading back to Lostwing to take out that mark, the Man in Black. We'll sort out these two side quests, and then we'll get on to this mission here. Man, outside of the side quests, we really didn't get much done today, even though it's been 3 hours. The main mission told us to start here, wherever it was. Not there. We walked from there, To here? To here. That's as much as we've actually got done on the main path. The side quests and the marks have been keeping me busy. But yeah, next time we'll look at the mark, take out those 2 side quests, and then hopefully we'll be able to do this mission, which I think will be a big one, and hopefully it's something awesome. We'll find out.